Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? You know what time it is. F&N time. In the coffee shop. Time to make it drop. What? What? Yeah, now we sitting here eating this apple pie. Looking Freddy in the motherfucking eye. About to let this shit drop and then your mom's cock. Got a bitch on my back, but you know we gon' get it back. Cause you can't stop and we can't drop this motherfucker shit. You know you're gonna call it WAP. Tally motherfuckers going up and down. Gotta get some cocaine in your mouth, then you put it down. Feeling numb, cause the bitches looking dumb. Cause I can't stop rapping. You know we be trapping motherfucking hoes with our motherfucking clothes. And we gotta go Amsterdam and do what we gotta do. Go.
Oh shit, we're fucking at it again. We added
Fuck
a little
with it,
fucking
man.
bonus for you motherfuckers. Nick is gonna be doing a little rap
MC
intro.
Nick, motherfucker.
Yeah.
From left to right, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
eat this apple pie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
We got
get this
fucking beautiful
motherfucking
girls
fly.
walking by. Shout out
Shout out to those
Shout out.
titties.
to those titties.
We love titties.
We love titties
love
and apple pie. It's fucking Saturday. This one's gonna be called Doing Coke with FNN. Cause I got a
That's
motherfucking
Freddy's
Coke.
got a Coke.
I got a Coke.
Ooh.
It's some of that Keep on Trucking t-shirt, Doug. Yeah.
Man,
Oh, bro. Did you see the little girl just sitting right behind us?
ooh, I saw it.
You saw. She was like 7 years old with her mother, dressing like a complete fucking whore. Like, not a slut. Because I've seen a lot of sluts. And they're cute. Not a slut, a whore.
Dirty white trash whore.
Yeah. And she was probably about 6 or 7 years old. 8, maybe, at top.
Max.
And, yeah. To all you motherfuckers out there with kids, dress them like a proper fucking kid, man. You know why? Because you know how when you kind of choose your own personality, which you do, either conscious or subconscious, the clothes you wear make you feel a certain way. You know? Like if you dress up in a suit, and a real badass fucking suit with the tie, you look fucking cool, you're gonna feel like a fucking, like James Bond, you know? Or, not necessarily always, but you're gonna feel pretty good. If you just got some new fucking clothes. Now, on the other side, if you dress like a hobo, you're gonna feel pretty bad, stinking and shit. Now, what do you think you're gonna feel like if you dress like a whore at the age of 7? What do you think, Nick?
Yeah,
He's so
man.
fucking into this apple pie right now, Doug.
Excuse my taste buds are in absolute heaven right now.
Let me try some of that shit, Doug.
Fuck no, dog. This is my apple pie. Get your own, dog.
I can't eat a fucking
You
big,
got a
big,
little
big.
cannoli, a little fucking tiny roots cannoli, like with a midget dick.
I know,
The
man.
real ones are big, man.
Oh yeah, the little one was fucking good though, man. Fucking good.
But how I feel about that, man, is even bigger. Something my grandma said is the way you dress affects the way people treat you.
That too, absolutely.
How you feel, yeah, that's definitely true. I think for most people, I don't really give a fuck how I dress, and I never have.
But you're such a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, but I guess I'm like an anomaly. You know, most
Yeah.
people do care how they dress me.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
If it was up to me, man, I would only wear underwear.
Yeah, because that's most
But
comfortable.
in the summer, where I live, I never wear a shirt, ever.
Yeah.
Unless I have to go in the store, because it's so hot. I just never wear a shirt. That's just me.
Yeah, I like that too, man.
Back to my point, but the way you dress affects the way people treat you. That's what my grandma said. So if you dress like a slut, guess what? People are going to treat you like a slut. And then it reinforces that belief in your head.
And
that
at
the
the
way
age-
people treat you affect your identity.
At the
You know?
age of 6
Yeah,
or 7,
so if you're
that's
doing that
not
at
good.
the age of 7, you're learning to be a slut, and people are being basically, maybe not telling you, but with their behaviors and how they treat you, that you're a slut, and then what's that going to breed 10 years from now?
It's
Gonna have a baby when you're 16, the second one when you're 18, the third one when you're fucking 20, and then that's your life, man. And you're gonna be fucking full of
Bullshit.
actually no condoms, abortions, abortion pills, fucking child support money, and ain't
STDs.
nobody that love you because you're a crazy bitch
You're a
who had a
fucking
crazy
slut.
fucking life, just because you started dressing like a slut when you were fucking 6 years old.
Yeah, man.
And I'm asking you parents out there, is that a life you want for your kids?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
ask
so
yourself
think about
man.
that shit. Next time you dress up your daughter,
Like
who's
a-
fucking 7 in short shorts, a slut hat, and a fucking tank top when she ain't even got any boobs. I'm saying, that's on the fucking parents, man. You
Yeah.
gotta look at those parents and say,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Abso-fucking-lutely, man.
She didn't pick those clothes. She's 8.
She probably did, man.
She didn't
I've
go to
se-
the fucking store and say, mommy, I want to look like a slut.
Of course she did, man. Yeah, I believe so, man.
Nah,
Because when
but I
you're
think
6 or
from a
7,
younger age, how did she get that idea? Her
exactly.
parents.
The parents, the people
You
you're
know what I mean?
all
When
around.
when you're 7, 8, nah, that's all your parents.
No,
man.
but I would guess she's like looking at some fucking cute girl who's
She's
18.
7, Doug.
Oh, that's my fucking idol right there.
Oh,
I want to
that's
dress
true,
like
man.
that. And you tell your parents. Now, as parents, you're allowed to tell your kids, no, you do not dress like that at your age. Because, yeah, man, you gotta fucking have some respect for yourself. I would never dress up my kid like that, man. Never.
That's the British.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
That's a complete different story.
Yeah, man, that's how I feel about it. It's like, that's what your parents gotta do, man.
Yeah, man. I totally agree. That's a
That's so
big
true,
thing.
man. The way you dress. So if you dress like a cop, people are gonna treat you like a cop.
Yeah.
If you dress like you're in the army, people treat you like a fucking soldier.
Yeah.
You know, if you dress like you got your fucking half your ass cheeks hanging out and all that stuff, guess what, man?
People are gonna eat that
People
monkey.
are gonna look at you differently than if you wore hippie pants, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Especially for a woman.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, man. It's just the way it is.
So deep in this apple pie, though, man.
I know, man. I can tell. I wish I was filming this shit because you're so fucking deep. And what is it in there, man? You got fucking roses, everything. Got sugar. You got fucking the whole Pertois, man. So yeah, man. You have anything else you want to fucking talk about today, man?
I had a couple things because apple pie's got me so deep I can't remember.
Sometimes, man, we just go too deep in eating and drinking.
What were we talking about when we were walking down the street?
Yeah, I don't know a lot of things, man.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we were talking a little about like
Being an artist.
being an artist. Yeah,
What
Which-
it means to be a true artist.
yeah. Like if you guys heard the rapping Nick did in this intro, that's like that's what I hear every fucking day, man, and it's fucking hilarious. This guy raps like a real fucking rapper, man, and he does it all fucking like freestyle, so it's fucking just
Off the
fucking
cuff.
badass, man. We got bitches walking by, Swedish girls, Swedish guys, and smelling like money. Well, anyways, back to this fucking rapping shit. Personally, man, I don't really do any sort of thing that is artistic, like at all. But I guess it's not like I just don't really have anything that's pulling me towards doing that sort of shit right now. And like you said earlier, man, life is long, and when the time comes, I'll probably do something artistic. But yeah, I guess it's important.
So deep in this apple pie, Doug.
Let me have some of the fucking
Oh,
cream, though.
no.
This guy,
I'll give you all the cream when I'm done, but
you
I
don't.
gotta
Oh, you
kill
can't
it.
eat the green, huh? This guy is so deep in this apple pie, man.
Look at that, Doug. What about this, man?
Yeah. What about what? Hey,
Said
man.
we tag on number 2 before we go deep in this artistic shit
Oh yeah, okay.
to your thing. I'm not gonna be talking about the diet part here. Just talking about the parenting part. But how can you let your kid who's fucking 10 years old be 100 fucking kilos?
Yeah, that.
It's like on the topic of parenting here, not that. Well, we ain't gonna go talk about the diet shit because you guys know about that.
Yeah, you
But
heard.
if you're a parent, man, like the kid doesn't choose what they eat.
Exactly. Absolutely not. That's what I was saying about my like family and shit. That the kids are fucking fat because of their lazy fucking parents. Like, and it's not even like it's just a habit sort of thing. That's why you gotta. That's why I'm always saying, like, don't have kids at an early age because you do not have your shit together. Like, you should have your shit together before you have kids. Now, some people actually do have their shit together at the age of 20. They keep it simple. They have a job. They're like done their education. Or very few have, but
People have it together and they still get fat kids. It ain't. I don't even think it's a matter of that, man.
it is because
Just fucking like.
yeah, because you don't have
Even
your
if I
shit
was
together.
poor as fuck, I still have my kids eat healthy food. It ain't. It's just fucking laziness. That's it.
Yeah, and when you're that ain't having your shit together, man.
Just being fucking lazy. It ain't about your shit. It's about you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'm
How are
saying
you gonna take the responsibility to raise a kid if you're fucking killing them by feeding them shit?
yeah.
I have
Fucking
a heart attack, but you know what I mean? Fuck though.
yeah, and there ain't like nothing they can do about it. Because man, if you give a kid like either you can have a chicken salad or a fucking what do you call those cakes?
Apple pie.
Or apple pie. What do you choose? The apple pie because it's
It's like
better.
you give a dog a bone, he's gonna eat it. You give a kid a cookie, he's gonna eat it.
Yeah, absolutely,
And he's
man.
gonna want another. The dog's gonna want another bone. The kid's gonna want another cookie. You give the kid a chicken salad, he's gonna want another chicken salad too, man.
Yeah, it's gonna eat when it's
You
hungry.
just gotta know that's it.
Humans like to eat, even though, like, have you? I remember. Let me have some of that cream. Thanks, man. I remember walking like 11 hours without any food. And when we finally did the camping, we set up camp and we boiled some shit, like just some regular pretty like soup, pretty thick soup with a lot of vegetables in it. Probably not the best food, like it's not the best tasting food, but oh my god, that was so good, man, because I was hungry.
His parents.
Look at that, like right there, man.
Yeah, man, you see it so much.
Good fucking example, walking by.
It's like, man, I think so many people today just lack common sense.
Common sense, yeah, that's fucking it, man. And those two little blonde girls right there, probably 5 years old,
Yeah, maybe less.
maybe less. It's totally like beautiful, pretty face, blonde hair, cute as fuck, like a child should look like. Only they're fucking fat. Same with the parents. Get your shit straight, man. And another thing is, like, you having a dog, you gotta walk it, right?
Yeah.
Same with the kids. You have kids, you gotta play with them. You gotta take them out in the forest. I think that's like so important. One of the reasons I'm so fucking like still into fucking sports and strong as fuck is because I was like in my entire life I've been moving around using my body. And I think a lot of other people too, like the fucking
Hey, you want to know something crazy, man?
yeah. Let me know.
I was looking in my parents' yearbook from college.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is? Like where it shows everybody for your school, where it has a picture of everybody in the whole school.
Yeah.
A yearbook is like, at the end of the year you get it, and it has everybody's picture from by every grade, and then it also has like the sports teams or the shit, the events the school did, just for memories from the year, and you have like people sign it, like, oh, can't wait to see you next year, have a good summer, blah blah blah, that shit.
Yeah.
I was looking at my parents, and I think they went to college, and this maybe like 1985, right? And in there, I must have looked through at least 1,000 people, like just seeing their picture where it's like here, chest upwards,
Yeah.
chest upwards. So I'm looking through all that. And out of these 1,000 people, for them, there was maybe 2 or 3 fat people.
Yeah.
And I look at my yearbook today. Fuck, man. Every 100 people, there's like 15 or 20 fat ones.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And I was talking, and then I was asking, I was asking my parents about it, and they're like, yeah, that's kind of true. I don't remember like anybody being fat when we were in college and high school and stuff. And that just fucking, I think, tags along to the same thing. It's like kids nowadays sit inside and play video games and eat ice cream. Like, they grew up in the 60s and 70s. They didn't even, in the TV, there was 3 channels.
Yeah, man, it's so fucking
You know what I mean? Like, everybody, and it was so, I didn't realize it till, like, I was on, like, the 20th page, and I'm like, whoa, wait. There's, like, no fat people in here. And they're not old. They were like 20s, 20, 21, 22, like my age.
Yeah,
and
man.
I go around my school, and maybe a class of 30 for me has 7 fat people.
Yeah, I know. It's so true, man. And I've seen it too.
You know?
Like I was in I remember really noticing this when we were allowed to have sweet stuff in school, in electrician school. Like a lot of people would buy for breakfast a bag of chips. Like that's how much is a bag of chips? It's pretty big, like this big. Bag of chips and one big Coke. That's 1.5 liters of Coca-Cola. Some of the guys would drink this before lunch, drive to some store, buy some warm food like lasagna, chicken. And just fucking bread and the worst kind of shit. Then a chocolate and another big Coke. And they would bring like fucking 100 Red Bulls from Sweden and bring 2 to class every day. You know, this was fucking normal. I'm always been a fucking cheap fuck, so I was eating like what I got from home, which was pretty healthy. And I was fucking, and the reason, like, I'm not fat is because my mother. She's always been strict on the diet and shit, and that's what it goes back to all the time, man. Your parents gotta watch out for you, because you don't do that shit when you're young. And that carries on when you get older.
Yeah, man, I was thinking
Bad
about
habits.
it too. And there's the parenting side also, but there's also the, cultural and society side, where now it's okay if a kid sits inside all day and eats fucking junk food as a way of having fun. You know what I mean? Where that wasn't normal before. Even when I was growing up, it wasn't really normal. You know,
Exactly.
It was kind of, you could see it.
Yeah.
You know, you could see it, especially I was getting older, like 10 and 11, like maybe like 10 to 16.
Some people
Like
would get into it.
10 years old to 16, I would have a lot of days where we just play video games all night with
me
your
too.
friends, you know?
Yeah, me too. That
If
age.
you think about it, in like the 60s and 70s, you didn't even have TV, really.
I know, man, but
And also there wasn't fucking store you could go to and, you know, get as much fast food and all that shit, and things closed
Candy.
early. Get as much candy. They had candy, but it wasn't like as easily accessible,
yeah.
and not everyone got it, you know.
But I love fucking playing video games at times. Like when GTA 5
I'm
comes
not
out,
saying that's the problem. I'm saying
that's not the problem. It's the balance thing, you know.
it's the
invest-
lifestyle, man.
Yeah, you invest all your fucking time in playing video games and sitting inside eating fucked up shit. You're gonna fuck your body up. It's like I was saying, man. It's our body is designed to fucking run after animals, hunt them down, and fucking kill them and eat them. Like you tried doing that today, good fucking luck. You have the ability to do it. You just don't fucking. You're not strong enough.
Like this stuff.
What?
These fat people in there,
Yeah, man.
and they're walking around with the giant fucking ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is everybody's aware of this shit. Like if you really want to, like you just don't want to fucking change. Because if you want to, you Google it, how to lose weight, and you try it out. There's 100 fucking ways to do it. And like, as you were saying, if you were to read like a blog
Yeah,
or
we don't
something,
need to talk about losing weight, man. We've done that.
yeah.
We're just talking about the implications with it here, man. Like the lifestyle that parents think are okay and the lifestyle that people live today is just fucking wrong. The way most parents raise their kids in terms of health and, fitness is fucking totally backwards, man. And the way most people look, like my fucking little cousins have like iPhones and they're like 7s.
Exactly.
And we're at dinner and they just sit there not even talking on the iPhone.
I know, it's like this.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, what do you think if they do that when they're out with people, what do you think they do when they're alone? Same thing, probably more.
Yeah, man, and I remember...
What do you think they do when they're with their friends? You think they go play play on the play place? No, they say, let me see your phone, let's do this. Let's hook up and play this together.
Fuck that shit, man. It's like, it's a good thing that we have technology and shit, but you gotta have some balance in your life, man. Sometimes you should be going out in the fucking forest. Not even that, just being outside, just fucking playing and jumping up and down and doing stupid shit. And like I remember, I was at my aunt's house, and my little cousin, she's I was 8 years old right now, 7 or 8, and she was invited to this birthday, and they were going later. You know what the fucking invitation said? We're gonna do this, eat this and that, and we're gonna have fun. Meet up at 2 and bring your iPad if you have one. How fucking retarded is that? To a birthday. Like you're supposed to be jumping up and down. You're 7 or 8 years old. You should be putting fucking makeup on each other, running around the house doing funny stuff. Not sitting on your fucking iPad.
What I was thinking, man, with this technology shit though, it might just get to the point, because how the technology evolves is and nowadays it's not like people invent new technology. The new technology invents the new technology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gets bigger and bigger. But what I'm trying to say here is, I think eventually it's going to even itself out as people's lifestyle get worse. It's going to get to the point where they'll just be able to genetically fix you.
Yeah, I know.
And that's going to be crazy, where it's like you can sit around all day and be lazy, and then they'll just fucking give you badass genetics, and it doesn't matter.
I know. Either that, that's probably going to happen. And, or...
That would be crazy.
we're just going to disconnect from our bodies.
Yeah, that's longer down the line, but I'm saying first that'll happen with the genetic modifications, because they only figured out the gene stuff like 2002, 2001. Yeah. It's pretty new, and with the technology now, as it gets more and more.
Yeah, man, you're just gonna be able to fix your shit like that.
Genetically.
Yeah.
Like when you're born, they'll just give you fucking good genetics.
I'm really fucking happy I'm not born in that area, man. In that era.
It's kind of nice being like imperfect.
Yeah, I feel fucking good being imperfect. I feel fucking good having to work on that shit, because who wants to be fucking lazy, man? And yeah, one thing, you know how I've been saying...
They could probably even fix the lazy genes.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean? Like once you can change something, and you could change anything.
Yeah.
Like they can make it so people, they would be able to make it so you get the most pleasure out of working. They can make different types of people.
Yeah.
You could be... This one book called Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Yeah, really good book. I highly recommend it. It's on this topic, Brave New World.
Yeah.
One of my favorite authors, man. He wrote this book called The Doors of Perception.
Yeah.
And it's about psychedelic drugs. Probably the best book on psychedelic drugs I've ever read in my life. And this is probably one of the smartest guys of the last 100 years too. But he wrote another book called Island, which is great, and the Perennial something, which is really good also. Well, I was saying, but his first book, Brave New World, is about a futuristic society, and he wrote it in like 1936. So this is old. coming from 80 years back is when he wrote this.
Yeah.
And the way he talks about it, man, like I've read other books written back then about the future, and more of them are like, oh, the government's gonna take over all that stuff. And yeah, it's kind of true, but not as extreme as those. But his is by far the most accurate.
Oh yeah.
And he talks about how people will be, genetically placed when you're born. You'll be basically genetically made and cultured in the first 5 years of your life to be this type of person. So if we need workers for this, who like working on this, then like he made up this whole system. I mean, this is of course made up for the book. I don't know how well it works, but basically the first 3 years of the person's life is spent in like conditioning, where like they'll in your sleep they play stuff to train your mind to do things, and then like the reward punishment system.
Yeah.
Your first 3 years they train you to get punished for this behavior and rewarded for this behavior.
Yeah.
And it's all like mentally. So by the time the person is like 5, their identity in that is unchangeable.
Yeah.
Because the genetics and the bringing up, and I guarantee you, man, that's how shit's gonna turn out. Just because it's the most the most profitable, because it produce the most results from people. The best thing, the biggest flaw behind the whole like government takeover shit, and they're just forcing you to do what they want, and why it never really fucking works in all these dictatorships, because you're forcing people to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah.
This way, the people want to do it.
Yeah.
That's when it gets scary.
Yeah, I know, man.
Because then it's just like, well, that's just like on a whole nother level, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
So I feel that's the way it's definitely going to turn out. But the one bone in that I might see is the technology might get so good, we don't need the people to be that way. The computers will do it. You know?
Yeah, exactly, man. So that's one thing they overlook, man. Because as you can see
it
around,
was written in 1936, so then the computer wasn't even invented.
Exactly.
Like I couldn't even slightly predict 80 years from now.
No chance.
And
no
this guy
chance.
did it pretty fucking well. I mean, that's how you know somebody's really smart. When they see the big picture of things, he could see the way things were moving and make that kind
and
of
that's
prediction.
a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, man. That takes some real big picture thinking.
Exactly. And yeah. So yeah, you know how why I never got this, man, but why do you really think psychedelic drugs are illegal? Like, do you buy into this conspiracy theory stuff about, like, because like, people who do psychedelics, kind of, yeah, there's a lot of fucking losers, and I've met them, but at the same time, this guy right here you were just talking about, smart motherfucker, and you kind of expand your mind, and
when he died,
yeah,
the last thing that he did was
LSD trip.
Yeah,
like deep.
When he was on his deathbed.
Yeah. I've heard
they had
several
him
people
injected
do that.
into him.
I've heard.
And here's the other crazy thing: he didn't do He didn't do any psychedelics till he was like 58.
Yeah, I know.
First time.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, I heard it on the Rogan podcast.
Oh, he talked about all this stuff.
Yeah. So.
But I don't really go too deep with you about a lot of things, man. But I got a lot of deep knowledge on different kind of shit in history, and so I read a lot about that.
Yeah.
But you know how LSD was first invented?
It was like an accident, right? I just don't remember exactly what it was.
The guy who invented it was an accident, but you know why they were trying to do it? Something about
like operating soldiers or something.
The government thought that the U.S. government thought it would be it was a mind control drug.
Yeah.
So they were trying, and they tried on a lot of people to basically control their minds.
And
they would give them like, because the shit with the acid is a very small amount. Like you take it in tabs. One of those tabs has like, I forgot, like something like microliters of acid, because the acid comes in liquid.
Yeah.
One tab has like 100 microliters, and 1,000 microliters is 1 milliliter. So it's like
Nothing.
1 millionth of a fucking liter, right? But so it's really and that'll make you trip. So it's really dangerous to take a lot because you get fucked up. And there's been a lot of people where they did tests on that they just ruined their brain.
So when you inject like LSD into your system,
You don't inject it.
but
You can either put it on the tabs, which is the most common way, or you can drop it. That's fucking dangerous, man.
but how did it go out? Like, didn't it die from the trip? How does
No,
that-
it's not. LSD is not toxic. But afterwards, they were testing out like large amounts of stuff. After that, the guy's brain's dead.
Yeah.
That's it. You're like a retard.
Oh yeah. So how did he die? A retard?
No, they tested this on like thousands of people.
I know, but when Aldous Huxley was injected with LSD as he was dying on his deathbed, did it go so deep that it didn't
It
return
didn't
after?
do that much. It wasn't that much. It was like equivalent of like 3 or 4 tabs of acid.
Okay. But you know how like one of the ways they tested this shit was by they had a lot of brothels and shit, and they would put it in people's drinks, like just to do tests on the drugs, because people who go to whorehouses and shit like that, you can't just say, man, something happened to me, I was tripping the fuck out in this whorehouse. You don't say that because that's not legal, you know. So they would test it out in the whorehouses, and people come there like to buy some sex and maybe have a drink, and they would trip the fuck out. I don't remember exactly what this was called, but they had a name for it. The CIA did it, you know. You remember?
I never heard of that.
Well, it's
I don't know how much they would do that though, because it's hard to test the results.
yeah, I guess they
There's
would
one thing
figuring
about
out the
testing,
amounts.
because
and shit.
if you test with no results, then it's not worth testing.
They must have had some sort of way to figure out the results, otherwise they wouldn't do it. But I guess maybe
Where'd you hear that?
the Rogan podcast.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. But yeah, when they would test the people, and there was, if you YouTube this video of cat on acid, they give acid to this cat, and this cat's like doing fucking triple flips and shit in this box.
Oh, yeah?
It's like a black and white video from the 40s. Cat's freaking the fuck out. Tupac, shout out.
What? But sure.
Yeah, man. What's the fuck? I forgot the guy's name who invented it, but he died a couple years ago. He was like 103. But yeah, man, they were trying to use it as a mind control drug,
Yeah.
and that's how they just fuck people up, and then they made it illegal. And the U.S. is really illegal, man. Like if you get caught with it, it gets like someone. I don't think this is true, man. Maybe if you get caught selling it, but it's like really bad if you get caught with it. You go to prison.
Man, why? Like, it's not killing anybody, or it is.
It's the history
Sort of.
behind it, man. When you really look at it. You know what I mean?
There are a lot of weird fucking rules in the States though, and in Norway too, but not you can't compare it, you know.
You want to know what else is crazy, man? You know this band, the Grateful Dead?
I've heard about it, but I don't know it.
They were pretty much a fucking hippie band, man. Really famous though. Have you ever seen Half Baked?
Yeah.
You know that guy with the beard that randomly appears in the movie? Like he goes, like he pops out of like something in the guy's necklace. The one guy has a necklace.
Yeah.
And when he opens it, the fucking guitar player from Grateful Dead comes out.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey, man."
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this was one of the biggest fucking hippie bands of all time, and they used to tour all through the U.S. during the 80s and the 90s. They would tour fucking all through the U.S. And they had like a lot of fucking people that would follow them
Oh yeah.
to every fucking place, man. That they would go and do these tours on, just like giant fucking hippie festivals, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about this that was crazy, man, and went on for, 7, 8, maybe more, like 10 to 15 years until they stopped touring, was this group of people that followed around, and they were really famous, man. Like, a lot of people go to their shows, a lot of people. The people that would go to them produced, distributed, and sold more than like 50% of all the LSD in the world.
Oh shit.
And when they stopped touring in like 1999, the amount of acid use and acid use and acid distribution dropped like fucking a rock, man. And the 2000s, like nobody really can even get acid. That's got some crazy shit too, man. It was like a hippie fucking acid making shit. Like I couldn't even imagine going to one of those shows.
Hey man, fuck. The guy from The Doors, the singer,
Yeah.
what's his name again?
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison, yeah. This guy was tripping fucking like so much when he was writing his poetry and in the beginning of his music career. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how much those. I'm pretty sure did a lot, man. But I think he did a lot of other drugs too, like heroin.
oh yeah. I don't know about the heroin, but I know
I
it.
talked to my friend David about that because he knows all about that shit, dog. Like almost better than anybody else
Yeah.
I would ever even get to talk to.
I think he died of
Damn,
alcohol though. Like he was just fucking up his body too much.
Yeah, I don't know what the death was, man.
He went to
Pretty
the
sure it was
doctor.
drugs, man.
He was
Died in a bathtub.
Yeah, but the day before or the same day we went to the doctor and he told him you gotta stop drinking right now because your liver or some shit is about to fail. Then he went home, didn't give a fuck because he wasn't like really interested in listening to people. So yeah, that's when he died in his bathroom. And I don't really know exactly why, but it was basically because it was just being fucking poisoning his body with alcohol and other stuff. Not eating, like our fucking boy, Krister, drinking a lot and not eating.
I think that guy did a lot of drugs, though, man.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
could see too if you watch his performances.
Yeah.
In the beginning to the end, he's all drugged out, man.
Yeah, and people would like, the band would go from people coming to hear their music to going to like people coming to see him get fucked up, just saying stupid shit and yeah. To me, man, he kind of seemed like sort of an asshole because he was just too deep in himself.
Yeah,
But it's
man.
hard to say, man. I didn't know the guy.
It's like one of those bands, man. Like I told you the other day about Black Flag, where Henry Rollins is the main singer of it,
Yeah.
but the real fucking band was Greg Ginn, who was the guitar player. But everybody knew Henry Rollins because he was like Jim Morrison in a way, real outspoken about what he thought. You know, when you're in a room, you see that guy because how he acts. You know.
Yeah.
But same thing with the Doors, man. The other musicians in there were the ones who fucking wrote the songs. Jim Morrison. If you look at it, man, yeah, I mean, the guy was a good poet and everything, but, you know, he didn't write the music. He just put, like,
Wrote
some
some of
fucking
it.
lyrics over it. No, he didn't really write the music.
Nah,
He just would do the lyrics.
Yeah, he didn't even know fucking chords like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
music.
he probably
sort
knew
of
a
shit.
little, you know, somewhat,
He
but
said
he
it
didn't
didn't.
write it. He said he didn't?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he didn't know.
Exactly, man. And, you know,
And that's why, like, somehow he would focus on the poetry because he didn't feel like a musician at times. Just like sort of a monkey performer, you know?
yeah.
But he was a good fucking performer, though. I saw some of his shit.
Yeah.
And the way he was, like, acting around people, so fucking casual, man. Like, he didn't give a fuck. Hippie hookers. No, not even hippie hookers. Yeah.
Yeah, man, but the thing I want to But I think fucking a lot of people, it's cool to realize is there's so many different ways to live your life, man. You could be, a fucking dumbass parent who has kids and they get fat because you're fucking lazy and shit. Or you could be a hippie that fucking produces a ton of acid and drives around in a fucking van following the Grateful Dead for 9 years.
Yeah.
Just smoking weed, doing a fuckload of acid, and you basically forget who you are when you're done with psychedelics, having sex, and then, when that's done, that's finished, then what do?
Focus
Like,
on
that's a
living.
lifestyle. Then another lifestyle is being a fucking, lead singer for a band who gets all the attention in the world.
Yeah.
I mean,
Another
then there's also the fucking guy who writes all the shit who just likes writing it, but no one really even knows about, and he's a genius behind it.
Yeah, man.
Then there's also all the, you could be a groupie who goes to one of those shows and loves them, and just your dream is to fucking bang Jim Morrison. Like that book I read about Playboy.
Yeah.
The girl's dream from when she was fucking 5 was to be a Playboy playmate.
Yeah.
She got like all this plastic surgery when she started her own business, made money, just so she could get the plastic surgery, lose weight, spent maybe 5 years just to get into Playboy, like trying really hard every day, and she finally did, and all this shit. And it's like, there's so many different ways
man.
people live their life.
And most
And
people.
if you just watch TV, you go on the internet and walk around your same shit, you never get exposed to this, and it ends up you never really figuring out what you truly like because you only have a small options.
Yeah.
And really, you have to fucking try all this stuff to figure out what you like.
Exactly, man. Yeah, you should fucking go out of your comfort zone and do different sort of shit. Do more. Like, do more stuff. Yeah, 'cause there's so many fucking ways to live your life, man. You don't have to be a fucking champion. Like, you don't have to be an RSD instructor. You could be fucking doing it like we do, man. We live like those guys now.
Yeah, that's only one way too, man.
And that's only one thing too, yeah.
Or you could be like, for example, like a fucking rap guy, like Freddie Gibbs,
Yeah.
He just goes around, does a fucking show,
Yeah.
gets high as fuck because he likes doing that, says fuck police, meets all these cool people at his shows that really love your shit, love his shit.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's probably like fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 chicks that want to bang him, and he just picks who he wants.
Yeah, I know,
That's
man.
a lifestyle. Or you could be like a comedian and go
Hey,
town
could
to
I have
town.
some water in that? Like tap water?
Yes, water. You have water on the side for you can get.
Oh yeah, okay, man.
Or you could be like a comedian and traveling around the country and doing comedy shows and meeting other comics and laughing.
Yeah.
I don't think they get laid as much, but
Yeah, they probably do get laid a little, man.
not like a musician, man.
No, but look,
I've heard this joke one time where it's like comedians, like chicks just want to hang out with the comedian to get entertained, but a musician, they just want to fuck them. Like you see chicks when they go to a fucking
oh my god, man.
music show,
My
they'll do
God.
anything.
Yeah, I
A
know.
comedy show, they laugh, but you could just see it ain't that same,
It ain't the same level,
If
man.
you could fucking, got your shit together, you get laid as a comedian, but a musician doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, man. I remember I was at this festival, and this guy, Ed Sheridan, was playing. And I actually was kind of sort of dating this girl. Like, not dating, just fucking hanging around, wanted to bang her. And we were like, about to fuck. So I went with her to this concert, and this guy was the fucking one of the best performers I've ever seen. Like he had some gay songs and shit, but he would make the crowd really fucking sing along and do shit. And I remember the taxi that fucking brought this guy out. Fuck, man. The taxi, which he was like brought off stage in, like 100 fucking girls, like they got to see him through the windows, even though they were dark. I saw 100 fucking girls screaming, "Ah!" like whatever, man, and running after this taxi. And I like one girl was totally in fucking heaven because she said, "Oh, he waved at me." And she was happy, man. Imagine like what she would feel like if he put his dick in her.
Imagine what she would do to get that dick.
Anything, man.
It's pretty
Anything.
crazy, man. That's it.
That's it, man. That's like what
So-
you're saying about how
Like,
we can go.
People get so stuck that things got to be one way, man. And I get that sometimes, but the last couple of years I've been especially when you travel, it opens your eyes to
To what?
different types of lifestyles.
Yeah.
Good lord. Oh my.
Oh my.
Sweet
Ah.
Jesus.
A real fucking
Yeah.
reaction to those things.
Uh,
Back to business, Doug.
I forgot what I was saying.
Lifestyle,
Doug.
different ways of living, travel.
Traveling opens you up to that. Or you could fucking be somebody. I've met dudes who just travel around alone and they just fuck chicks everywhere they go and just like a nomad, like naughty nomad.
Yeah.
He rides a fucking motorcycle and goes to Ethiopia, fucking Ethiopian chicks,
Yeah.
and blogging about it. That's totally different than like picking up chicks every night. It's a totally different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you can meet chicks while hitchhiking and have her jump on your bike and pull over for a fucking picnic and bang her and then jump back on your bike.
Yeah.
That's something you would never do doing pickup because you're only going to bars and clubs and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's
man.
like there's so many stories to be lived out.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it, man. There's so many stories to be lived
Yeah.
out there. And doing the same shit, you're not gonna get that. You know?
Exactly, man.
Like I'd rather have a fucking new adventure like that than have success at doing something I'm trying to do, you know?
I mean, it's way more important to be happy, at least succeeding. Doing what you want to do, when you want to do, and how you want to do, that's succeeding, not,
Yeah, man, you're always talking about happiness, man. You read this happiness project book.
oh, that was too,
What
gay for
what
me,
does
man.
that word mean to you, man?
I guess just fucking feeling good, man, overall. Feeling like fulfilled and feeling like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. It is like, it's a really wide fucking term, and maybe it shouldn't be used that much because it's like, it's sort of like the same meaning as
I
love.
think it's not a good word for communicating, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
If you just
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I just want to be happy," it's like saying, "I believe in God."
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know,
Say
people just throw it off as like a generic thing. It
Yeah,
doesn't,
not
it
specific
doesn't
to
really
it.
have a meaning. I just want to be happy. Well, I don't even know what that means. Like,
Yeah, true
I believe
that.
in God. I don't know what that means either. Or like, I'm a fucking Democrat. What does that mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
see
a
your point,
generic
man.
term where it's like, it doesn't, I don't know what that means, you know?
Like, okay, so when I guess I don't even have a real specific way of saying what happiness means, but what I mean is like, when I'm happy, I'm
as long
being
as you have good emotions in your, like
No.
whatever makes good emotions in yourself.
not really, man. Because good emotions could be taking drugs, like all day. You don't want to do that, or you
Well,
could
that-
want to do that, but I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, when I'm
But
really
that would
happy,
make you happy. You feel like whatever makes you happy,
Yeah.
that could make you happy. I mean, that's what I mean. It's so generic. It's not a good way to describe shit.
I guess a good way of feeling fulfilled in those
Some
things
people
are,
fucking get joy out of killing people. You know, that could be making you happy. You don't do that.
I know. So, meaning like, when you are like acting the way you want to act and being the person you want to be, that's not necessarily happiness, but that's
Booty.
a sort of. Oh shit! Those short.
That was a slut right there.
Yeah. That ass. Yeah. Anyways, man, I think like really a really important thing is like having different shit in your life, but being the person you want to be. You know? Like an example of this is, like, let's say you have a value of being a man of action. If you don't follow those, like, if you don't, let's say you want to approach chicks, that's sort of in your identity. Like, yeah, I can approach chicks. I'm not afraid of that. If you like do that shit, then you're living like in lines with your value there. If you like
Check out this guy, though.
the fucking tiger, man.
What a gangster.
What a fucking yeah, gangster. And that goes like, if you say, yeah, I work out, I like doing that. That's sort of part of your identity and part of your values. I eat healthy. Now, if you fucking never do that, like look at this fat chicks, girls eating fucking ice cream.
This guy caught me.
Yeah. But you say,
He's looking right at it, dog.
I know. But do you say what I'm saying with that shit? Being who you're supposed to be?
Yeah, man, but I mean, I think you have to have your own values and sit and let what other people say.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the subject, you know. Or kind of is, but
You can't always be that. Sometimes you're not allowed to live that way. You know?
not always.
Sometimes, so I don't know if that's the best way to be happy either.
There's no like,
Because you can't say, oh, if I can't do this, then my life sucks. You should be flexible as well.
yeah. But it's hard to describe how to be happy, man. I guess you just find your own way somehow. And settle too, man. You can't always be fucking striving towards happiness because it's something like
This
just
is
gotta-
why I think that the happiness stuff comes 100% from inside, man. Because everything on the outside is not,
it's not in your control.
yeah, so you should never, it's so flawed to be that way. Yeah, and there will be times where it does make you happy or it does make you sad, and so then you start believing that's what it is. But at the end of the day,
Something deep down.
at the end of the day, man, that shit's, yeah, it may seem like that, but it's kind of an illusion. You know?
Yeah, man. But there's
A lot
there's
of the world is just an illusion, man.
yeah. But I don't
'Cause
think there's.
if you were gay, you would not like picking up chicks. So that's not what makes people happy.
But there's no one answer to this shit, man. It's like
It comes from inside.
It does. But
That's the fucking first realization you gotta have.
yeah,
Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's hard to get over that in your head. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, but I'm meant to be doing this. I should be doing this. It takes a while to get over that. If you can get over that, you allow yourself to be a lot happier. 'Cause it comes from inside.
yeah, man. And you get distracted in ego shit and like being the person you're supposed to be too. But I guess there's like several fucking ways to go about it, man. Always, like I believe 100%, it is the way you do things. Like let's say, you were showing me this, like we were doing the meditation the other day, and by the end of it, I was thinking about how my perception of the world is. Like, let's say I go to work and I'm tired. I'm not living in the moment. I'm thinking about doing something I really want to do. Like I'm thinking about picking up chicks, thinking about partying, thinking about traveling. I'm not really fucking enjoying everything, like being excited about the fucking moment. And I'm looking for the external stuff to fulfill me and make me happy. That's not a fucking good way to go about it. If I take my every fucking meditation guide says go inside and it feel the inside and yeah, you get where I'm coming from, right? Like it's the perception. You don't. It's like the way you do shit and the way you view things. That's gonna make you make the different scenarios. Doing shit that isn't. That's why you kind of don't want to have it all being from the inside. Because if you're all fucking good, like when you do the meditation and then go out, you're all fucking cool. You don't want to do shit.
No. Meditation makes doing shit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
The best times I have, like watching movies after meditation is better. I rap better after I meditate. Oh, the last movie I made, I meditated before every time I shot it. When I'm sitting on a bus and I've got to travel for 8 hours, I meditate and it's more enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
Plane
talking to
rides.
people on the bus.
Yeah.
So I think that's a belief people have about it too, that, oh, if you meditate, you're a monk. No. Monk and Buddhism is a religion.
Yeah.
It's not meditation. Meditation makes life better, everything about it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I agree with that. But I'm saying,
Please.
I think you know what I'm talking about, man. The way you perceive stuff and the
Well,
way
if I
you
know
do
it
it.
doesn't matter. You gotta make these people understand.
Okay. Yeah, but you gotta fucking back me up here saying I'm talking total fucking hard.
I don't
Because you know I'm
understand-
fucking
I
bad.
don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, you don't. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, like, the way you do things,
What do you mean the way?
the way you look at it, the way, like, you feel about it, it's gonna, like, I just know this shit with my, like, job, because I don't like doing it normally. But the times I like doing it is when I was, like, living in the moment and not thinking too much about other shit I really wanted to. I lived in the moment. I didn't think too much about like other shit. I was right here, and accepting like the things the way things are, instead of always trying to reach for something. And when I did my like I needed money, you know. So when I did the shit I needed to do that way, it made my whole life better, you know. Because I needed to do that work to get the degree and to get shit done. But you can either do it like a boring fucking way, like I gotta do this shit, I need the money, blah blah blah. I don't want to really do this. I want to go to Stockholm and travel. Or you can just sort of accept it as the way it is and do it and try to enjoy it more with meditation and with like sort of just acceptance of the way things are. Because sometimes you gotta do shit you don't want to do, but you might as well enjoy it because life is not only gonna last for so long. And I think I explained it pretty good now. Yeah.
Sometimes you want to fuck a fatty, you might not want to do it.
But
But if you're gonna do it, enjoy that monkey.
yeah. Might as well fucking enjoy it, man.
You chose to do it, and whatever it is, man, you gotta love it.
Yeah. Chose to do it.
You gotta love it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like with the fucking everything, man. Enjoy it. That's harder to do than it is to say, but it's possible to do too. You want to wrap it up now?
I think we should have a little comedy with these motherfuckers at the end, dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where do you want to take that?
Something about a monkey, dog. I don't know what.
Okay.
The power of a fucking good-smelling monkey.
Oh yeah, man. Oh shit, dog. Like you fucking see that.
You fucking go down there and it smells like fucking shampoo and
Oh,
flowers
like
and
maybe
shit.
a little strawberry down
Yeah,
there,
a little
dog.
strawberry
Woo.
fucking. You get a little cream on it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
get
yeah.
in that for twat.
I want to fucking.
Fuck
You know what
with
I
it,
want to do,
shit.
man?
Oh my lord! You get a little. She sprays some perfume down there, rubs it with a little cherry cream,
Woo.
waxes it up with some fucking banana wax. It's like a sweet fuck. It's like a fucking banana split.
I know, man.
Taste that shit. Ooh lord.
Oh shit! You know what I want to do, man? I want to. You know when a girl puts her legs like together, her thighs together. I want her to do that, and I want the fucking monkey to be my fruit. What do you call this? Like you put shit in it.
Bowl.
My ball, my fucking monkey ball. I want to put fruit in that ball and just eat it until I get down to that monkey. Then I want to start eating the monkey, man. So I get my fucking micronutrients by the fucking veggies or fruits. Most likely just fruit, strawberries, cut up bananas in that monkey bowl. I eat through my way there. Then I get to the monkey and I eat that shit like it's a fucking Christmas, man. Like it's 1st of July. Or 4th of July, I guess. In America, man.
4th of July. You're taking this American shit too seriously.
Oh, man. Oh, we fucking forgot to talk about my undercover shit, man. We gotta let these people know. You wanna do that now? I'm too fucking deep into this undercover stuff, guys. So lately what we've been doing when going out in Sweden, because, you know, I'm fucking Norwegian, don't tell anybody though, that means I understand when Swedish people talk. Like I understand everything they say. Yeah. So what we do when we go out is I just say I'm from Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and so yeah, basically I'm saying I'm an American. I don't understand Swedish, so what this like? Why would we do this? Well, number one, pay attention, cocksucker. I want you in on this, man.
I'm in on it.
I gotta fucking yeah. So yeah, number one, it's fucking funny. We enjoy doing that sort of shit. Because we know I'm fucking undercover, man. I'm so deep undercover, I even changed the language on my phone, deleted my messages, and I don't give away my Instagram. Because people would know and check my shit. For me
Didn't
being
you give those chicks the other day?
No, I gave him my Snapchat. And that's it.
I don't fuck with that shit, man.
I know. Anyways, I'm really fucking deep undercover being an American. I even said the other day, I'm like, I'm fucking proud to be an American. Fuck these people from Baltimore. And
Momo's from
Momo.
Baltimore.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking deep right now. I don't even know what to say. But what this does is it helps us a lot with logistics stuff and other things. Like the girls talk to us, then they say something in Swedish, like, "Oh, I gotta do this. We should go here. These guys are cool. I gotta go in 5 minutes."
And we know.
So we basically just like we spare a lot of times knowing these things, because the girls like talk and they have no fucking clue I understand everything they're saying. So I'm like, my man is like, no, what the fuck are these girls saying, man? And then I translate.
The best part about it though is when I smash on Norwegians.
Oh yeah, that's the worst part about it.
Because I'm like, yeah, man, I heard all those people in Norway are fucking faggots. And these girls are like, yeah, I don't like Norwegian people either. Freddie's like, but I heard they had good cross-country skiing.
I gotta fucking protect my country, but at the same time, I don't want to blow my
blow
cover.
your cover, man.
Yeah.
If James Bond is undercover, if they smash on England, he's got to fucking not say shit, man.
I know, man. James Bond goes deep with that shit. I almost got fucking spotted last night, though, but luckily for us, some girls we've been talking up earlier with gay parents coincidentally came like they walked by and they started speaking like American to us. And because I stick to my original story, being from Oklahoma and all, they just fucking said the first thing out of their mind, "Hey, Oklahoma." The girls like that we were actually talking to at the time, they fucking saved us, man. They were
saved
sold
you.
Yeah.
I'm straight with my shit, man.
Yeah. So yeah. It's pretty fucking funny, man. Deep undercover.
In Oklahoma, they ain't got no good smelling monkey, man. That shit smells like fucking huckleberries. Huckleberries, twigs, and fucking sassafras root. Because those bitches be playing in the fields with no clothes on, man. So you getting up in that shit, and it's sweet. Not sour. It's got a little fruity huckleberryness to it.
Yeah.
And you know what else it's got to it? It's got some twigs coming out. A leaf or two might fart out when she queefs, like leaves blowing in the wind.
Yeah,
and that muffler is fucking full of corn, because you know how they wipe their ass with those corn husks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fucking Oklahoma, man. Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
You gotta add a little funk to your talk too. I'm from Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma. Yeah.
I drive a tractor.
My parents, cousins. Yeah. I'm a little slow, but I got a lot of character to myself. My mama always told me I was a sweet boy. Looking out for these, be respectful to the women. You know, open the door for them, pull out the chair. Pull out the chair, you know, ladies first. You know, treat it, be a gentleman. My mama always told me, be a gentleman.
That's the fucking angle we're coming from, bitches.
That's all we got for you, cocksuckers.
Yeah, that's all we got for you, man. Have a good fucking day. Go about your business and remember,
Remember.
enjoy it.
Wash that monkey.
And watch that
It's
muffler.
better when it smells good.
Yeah. No girl's gonna eat your asshole if you're fucking stinky, dog.
Fuck no.
Peace out.